Okay, so I had mentioned that the second way to use point cloud data within InfraWorks 360 is to use a ReCap project. Creating ReCap projects is incredibly easy. You use the ReCap tool that generally comes with one of the Autodesk suites. This is in counterpoint to the ReCap 360 website, which we are going to look at for creating models of real equipment in the field. But for now, we're just looking at how to process this LiDAR data and consolidate a little bit. You can do some simple editing and to clean it up. And we'll look at those different features. Okay, so we're going to create a new ReCap project. Let's look at this. Alex downtown, 10, because I've created many of these. Put it in my ReCap files. That's the right spot. Okay. So I have to drag some files. So let's go get these from my project folder. All right, Alexandria LiDAR, classified LAS for AU. They're my LAS files. Let's drag them in. All right. Okay, so it's built a little project with those 4 files. Now we have to index them. Similar process that's happening in MAP. The output file is different. It's a ReCap project file, of course. But in any case, it's something that we can use for different purposes. And remember, the raw LAS files cannot be used within Autodesk 360, so we have no choice. We have to index them. Indexing, the LAS files takes some time. Again, this will take a few minutes, but not more than 5 or 10. Not 5, I would say. Almost complete. And then we'll launch the project and see what we can see. All done. So you launch the ReCap project, and you can see there's the data there. Whoops! Look at that. There's part of the noise issue that we were talking about. There are tools available. We can clean those up. Like, it's slightly possible that that's a very tall, communications tower. It's not impossible. The same thing goes for this point here. So you do have to be careful. But look at these artifacts of depth. It's almost certain that those are incorrect, because it would be very weird to have the LiDAR data go into kind of a deep hole at the same place where it was actually in a where there was a tower. So there's some weird things going on here, and let's say that this is wrong, or that we don't want the noisy artifacts that will produce for us. We can do this. I got too much there, but I can do this. Remove it. That's simple. Do this. Remove it. And I've just done some very simple cleanup of my ReCap file, my ReCap project. And then when I save it off, I can actually use it in InfraWorks 360 directly. Now, one nice thing about ReCap 360 that is a little tricky for people to get used to, the navigation model is not quite the same. It's a little bit more similar to, between InfraWorks 360, which is very natural for working 3D data. This is a little bit more like the AutoCAD model, so sometimes it can be a bit confusing. But it does tell you very clearly what the different navigation options are. And so, there's a lot of nice user interface tips and tools that are well explained in the ReCap product, so very useful. Other things you can do, you can change the way the data is displayed. You can just show elevation, you can show intensity, you can show scan location, what sectors it was done from, and just get the RGB. So, just different ways to visualize the data for your use. And then, of course, you can save the project, which we will do. There we are, downtown 10. And I do want to replace it. Okay. And I could also export this to an RCS file. I'll call this down 4x4. Okay. And then it's going to unify the scans, put it all into a single project that we can then use in InfraWorks.